Welcome back into Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. We are in part 4 with a look back at the most important developments in agricultural law and tax from 2023. We're joined now with Roger McEowen, professor of agricultural law and taxation at Washburn University, to walk us through some of these. Roger, let's start with there were some new corporate reporting requirements in 2023.
That's right. But this is known as beneficial ownership information reporting, and it actually dates back to a law that was enacted in 2021, but it's going to take effect, and it has taken effect here at the start of 2024, and it became a big issue in 2023 because people started learning about it, and it's going to affect just about, well, I would say, a vast majority of farms and ranches in Kansas as well as across the country, because now you have to report beneficial ownership information of the people that own 25% or more of your entity. And if you have a business entity that has to file with the state, for example, the Secretary of State's office in Kansas, then you're subject to these new rules. And there's a particular form that you have to get from the Financial Crimes Network. It's the it's known as a FinCEN BOI form, and you can go to the FinCEN website and find that. That's FINCEN. And take a look at that form, and if you were in existence, if your business was in existence in 2023, you have to file this report giving the list of your beneficial owners by the end of 2024. So you've got some time. If you're newly created this year, you've got 90 days from the date you register with the state. If you then are created in 2025, you have 30 days. So that's something to be aware of. The penalties are harsh if you don't file the report.
Yeah, something to keep in mind for sure. Number 7, Roger, on your list, topped the IRS Criminal Investigation Division's case list for 23, involving one of the largest tax fraud schemes in the history of the U.S. Jog our memory with that case.
Yeah, and unfortunately, ag is at the center of this. At the foundation of this criminal activity was the Renewable Fuel Standard, which was created by the Congress in 2005 and expanded in 2007. And under the RFS, the government offers very lucrative taxpayer subsidies to companies that will convert crops such as soybeans and corn and other products into the so-called renewable fuels, such as ethanol. Corn-based ethanol is the most common in the U.S. Well, included in the RFS are production incentives known as RIN, Renewable Identification Numbers. And with respect to biodiesel, that number can be actually separated from the fuel before it gets to the pump and traded. And so if you've got both the buyer and the seller that are in on the scam, what you end up with is a trading in these tax credits with no fuel being produced. And that's exactly what happened in this situation, to the tune of about $1 billion in taxpayer subsidies that were scammed. These people got caught. IRS Criminal Investigation Division caught them, and the Department of Justice, and they have lengthy prison sentences and multi hundreds of millions of dollars of personal liability fines that have been an absolute disaster. And it's a shame ag was at the center of it.
Interesting. Well, Roger, thanks so much for coming on today, and we'll check back with you next week. Thanks so much for watching Eye on Agriculture. Stick around. We'll be back with more.